Yeah. So to move on, I like that your website talks about how multi talented you are. So let's start. It says that 4 years old,
Hmm.
that's when you really started performing. You
Yes.
come from a family of Grammy award winning singers and
Yeah.
writers. So can you please first highlight those people in your family that have won those prestigious awards and how growing up around them impacted you as early as 4 years old?
So my dad, who this is the closest award winner to me, he so like you see in my house is a studio. So all my life there has been a studio in the house with people. I didn't know how acclaimed these people were when they were coming to my house to record. It was just like regular for me. So growing up, I saw very clearly that being in entertainment could be lucrative. It could be a real business. I saw all the behind the scenes stuff. So when I'm in school and teachers are like, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I want to be a singer." And they're like, "Oh, but what's your plan B? Like, what
Mhm.
if that doesn't happen?" I'm like, to me, because remember, I'm a little kid and this is what I see every day. I'm like, what do you mean if it doesn't, like, that's an actual choice? That is a career choice.
Right.
So I was like, what do you mean, what if? Like, I couldn't even understand what that meant because on the weekends, I'm in Atlantic City singing with my dad and his brothers performing. So
Right.
like it didn't feel like a pipe dream to me. Not until I got a little bit older did I realize, oh, this is not something that
That's not normal.
this is not something that everybody can do. And I almost like shut down a little bit from it. Like I stopped talking about it to people. Like I didn't tell anyone that I was in school with that I was going and performing on the weekends. Like now, they would be like the thing to post on Instagram. Like if you were like
Yeah.
12 years old, viral sensation,
Yeah.
perform, like, you know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But back then, I was just like, people are going to ask me to sing in school or like do, and I was very shy. Like on stage, it's one thing, but don't ask me to be like, oh, you're a singer, sing right now. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but growing up around all these amazing artists and musicians and seeing all the different possibilities like right
In front
in
of your
in
eyes.
my home, like
Right.
I'm
Right.
in my bed and I hear through the vents the music all night long. I didn't know anything else, and I didn't want to know anything else. Like I knew that this is what I wanted to do, and I knew how I was going to do it until the internet came in and social media came in and completely changed the music industry, basically. Like what I knew growing up was completely different. So my music linguistics came out in 2013,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And I was going off the model of what my dad was used to doing. And when the internet comes in and now you have to go on YouTube, you have to promote yourself, you have to figure out how to do everything yourself. And instead of going to a label who's going to offer you a deal that you're going to owe money back on, you now want to, like, now it's changed where you do everything yourself and you go to a label when you already have done all the work and you can negotiate, you have more leverage basically.
Yeah.
But that happened just as I was getting ready to put out my solo stuff and I had to relearn everything. So it's almost like, although I had, all this great information and all this stuff growing up my whole life, I almost had to erase it all and start over because everything changed.